And after the cool video, ladies and gentlemen, we are starting. Hopefully you have enjoyed Mr. T West and everyone, because we are in game number 1, and this is Dark versus MBL. I cannot even focus in the video because we are right into the action. We just started, and hopefully this is gonna be looking very, very nice to you, Mr. T West, because you're gonna tell me, what do you think about Dark map with Ethiopians versus Malians?
So Dark's map, he has a great back gold. And he has a nice spot to wall from that forest on the right side of his TC down to the edge of the map. His barriers are kind of forward, but if he wants to just wall off the back of his base and play with that safe gold, I think his map is absolutely terrific.
All right. And now, what do you think about MBL map, Mr. T West? Because
MBL, forward gold, kind of a hill next to it. I don't know how he's going to try to keep that safe. I think his map's going to be a lot harder to play. And even in the back, he has some ponds and what might have been an extra wood line. So very open for him.
He can't fish broom there, man. Come on, he can't fish broom in those,
exactly.
In those ponds. Okay. But look what Dark is doing. What we are not watching too often is going right away to find his opponent. What do you think that they're trying to do in this case? Is he going to lane?
Where is that scout of his? Oh, it's all the way in the back of his base right now.
Yeah.
I mean, he was going to find that rhino. He could go for it. That is a rhino MBL has scouted, so he will see that moving in the fog of war if Dark tries to lame there.
As you can see. But then my question is, when they are going that early, they see all the resources, and they don't lame it, he's going to try to go early militias, I believe. Because otherwise, why'd you go that fast if you are not taking any resources?
Yeah, and it really does help to get that scouting if you want to go for that pre-milled rush. And I think it's a lot easier to do on this version of Arabia to send that scout forward because of all that extra food you have on the rhinos, right? You get that 400 food instead of the 340 that the boar has. So you're not under all that pressure to use your scout to push your deer in so early.
Yeah, and the good thing with the difference with the matchmaking, if I'm not mistaken, in matchmaking, sometimes it's boar, sometimes it's elephant, right? So you don't really know exactly what is going to be. Like this here, you know that you're going to have the elephant.
Yeah, this is consistent. And I think the deer and ostriches are also a bit farther away than they were, at least in the KOTD for Arabia. So the pushes take a bit more time. Much
farther. I mean, but that's on purpose, you know. We push it far away. You know, as you can see, they are much farther. And now he's gonna push the first one. Then we can talk a little bit about the civilizations. And you tell me, what do you think about the civilizations, Mr. T West?
Well, Malians, they're, I think, everyone's most improved civilization after the new patch. With their new gold mining upgrade, you get a ton of gold. And if you adapt to that properly and adjust your builds for it, they have a very strong eco. So that I think they're going to be one of the favorite civs throughout this tournament. Well, they feel like they're usually archer civs too.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Well, you have seen how the players, if there's no Meso, China, and so on, they are picking those civilizations. By the way, you probably couldn't see it because I'm showing you the POV with the in-game, but not the statistics that we saw there. MBL win to Dark, 83% of the games in total. In matchmaking and the matchups, you know, wins to Dark, 83%. My goodness.
That's a pretty strong percentage.
Yeah, it's not like 60-40 or something. It's according to that, a clear favorite. But you know, tournament is different, don't you think?
Yeah, it's very different. And here we see MBL to go for the very small walls around his base, and he should have them up by the time this drush comes in. So even this very early 2 militia drush gets you around 7 minutes, and MBL's already committed to the walls.
Well, this is typical MBL gameplay, Mr. T West, or not? Like these walls in circles, close to his stone center, right? I will go now to green point of view. So we saw the scout and the 2 militias. How popular has become this 2 militia drush, man?
Very popular. It feels like everyone's doing it nowadays.
Yeah, pretty crazy. I want to ask, how is the volume? We've been testing before. Hopefully, is same level for both. It's cool, and also everything is working fine. So let us know that we are starting the stream, so we don't have to change. Hopefully, everything is good because we tested today. We were professional, right, Mr. T West? Oh,
yeah, we were professional.
Yeah. And how professional is this barrack? just completely at the back, but MBL is different, man. Everyone is just doing the barrack. You see where he's selecting? That's why I wanted to show you the POV. But then look where he's putting the barrack.
Yeah, I was looking at that. Normally you want those buildings, I was thinking like towards the front, in front of that gold, right? So you can protect it a bit better. But I guess the barracks position isn't quite as important as the archery range positions. And if you think your opponent is the Ethiopians and probably going for archers, you don't really need to get the spears in the right positions like you would if they were going scouts. So you just kind of plop the barracks wherever you want.
So what is he getting Dark with these two militias? Pretty much securing that he's not getting Rask himself. Other than that, he's not achieving anything else, right?
Yeah, I mean, it is kind of forcing MBL to go for this very small and compact wall, but then again, he might have just wanted to do that anyway.
Yeah, but then what position is better here? Because he's faster up, he's now doing the blacksmith, but well, Dark will have Ethiopians 100 extra foot and gold. His wall also to look at the resources he's gonna have in the bank. I don't know if he's gonna make also horse collar. You can see that economy, and he's completely safe at home too. Like, not a big deal then, the double militia.
Yeah, and having those militia alive, it can help you later on when skirms get added in, just kind of to push back the skirms. Oh, and he lost the scout to the spear there.
Yeah, but this is really bad. I mean, you make this trying to get the map controlled, you lose the militia now for almost nothing, you lose the scouts right away. It's not what you want, man.
Yeah, that's a pretty big disaster there. He was right-clicking the house, so they didn't turn an attack right away. And that spear picked off the scout.
I'm just showing now to the viewers. Since the start of King of the Earth 5, Malian has were picked, and we only have got qualifiers. They were picked, Malian 75 times. 75 times already, Ethiopians 58. Very, very popular both.
Yeah, Ethiopians are one of those civs that they have a lot of nice bonuses, but sometimes it feels like they don't quite play 1v1s as well as they do like team game flanks. Yeah, they kind of specialize to those archers and maybe have a bit difficulty trying to transition away from them.
Okay. We have to remind how Dark came to the tournament. He won to apply like Dogao, if I'm not mistaken, 3-0 in the qualification decider, TOS. So,
well, I mean,
let's see.
Impressive.
Yeah.
Dogao's been playing pretty well recently, too.
Yeah. Well, he's in the tournament also. I mean, he qualified in the second one, but he probably didn't want to go for the last chance to qualify, right? Anyway, we see how MBL is now trying to put the pressure here. And, well, this is good now for MBL because he's getting the initiative. He's now trying to push the berries. And both players are fully walled. So it's going to be possible to make a lot of damage now in Feudal, T-West.
Well, I think, like you said earlier, the Drush kind of bought Dark some time to wall, but he walled to the berries. He didn't wall in front of them, so he's going to take a bit of damage here. MBL might not be able to push more, but he will at least be kind of annoying there.
Okay. As we can see, he's now trying to keep going with the archers. At home, I'm going to check how many farms he got. Nobody got the horse collar. It seemed that pretty much the same economy. Population is MBL with more army, double the army, as you can see. And now the micro is really important, even more when you have Ethiopians that, well, your archers fire faster. And look at that economy. It's not a bad echo here. Ethiopians 100 extra food and gold obviously helps a lot. So the two militias is not a big of a deal because of that. But the KD looks solid to me.
Yeah, in the long run, I wonder if MBL is either going to end up floating gold or try to click up fast. Because he does have only one range, but now 8 fills on gold, and he's adding in that market right next to it.
You got your answer, right? You got your answer, because now I wouldn't be surprised that he's going to sell the stone. What do you think? It will?
Yeah, and we have been seeing a lot of players selling stone to click up fast. They really value that uptime into the crossbow upgrade. Even though crossbow, they did make it more expensive, I don't think it really affects that early click-up time too much.
It's affecting more maybe in the early Imperial that it was super crazy strong. Now it's not that much because the Arbalest upgrade is really more expensive and it's not easy to get it. But look at the MBL. And also, they got a teacher, you know? The Lord with the market, you know? And they might be thinking, well, if the Lord is doing this, we are doing this as well. And his transition to Castle Age, let's be honest, is pretty sick. He has clicked in early 60 minutes.
Yeah, that's insanely fast. I think We were talking about players clicking up to feudal fast earlier, but the castle age timing can be even more important in these crossbow wars.
Yeah. Feel depressive, you know, because when I'm obviously as a player, everyone knows that it's my hobby to play, you know, not professional like these players. But sometimes you try fast castle against the AI, and then you see that these players playing against another pros, they get faster castle than you. I mean, I want to go to League of Legends right away or something, you know, because this is not possible. Seriously. The West, what is this?
I mean, even with MBL going up so fast, Dark's only going to be about 50 seconds behind him. It's not like he's going to be too far away. Even though he did... Looks like he only sold 100 stone to do it too. So he might be able to add in a second TC.
Exactly. So, yeah, but look at the MBL resources right now. Quite a lot of food, quite a lot of gold. Look at the wood. You check the resources. Also, the timing is going to be 20 seconds. In this kind of situation that is that close to West, you make the upgrades. It's kind of snowball. It can snowball because he doesn't really have that much walls. And the woodland is very, very exposed now. He got few skirmishes. And look how he's microing. He's doing a really good job here, MBL. And he's going to have the upgrades in a moment.
Yeah, and that's an absolutely perfect fight for MBL. He only needed 2 or 3 skirms there and was able to kill several archers. I didn't even see how many corpses there are lining the ground to that base, but he has the position he wants right by those wood lines. He's killed some of the archers on the way up, and immediately crossbow and bodkin queued for him.
Well, you can see that the KD is 8-1, you know, 8-1. That's absolutely crazy, absolutely crazy. Well, for example, another fact, in NAC 4, Malians was played 24 times. Is that a lot considering the amount of games they got? It's
not really. And I feel like
much, right?
NAC4 had a different map pack where Malians were more of a save for the hybrid maps. You wouldn't really see them straight up on only Arabia.
Well, so even more, right? It's not too much because they should be picked, but they wasn't. Probably they were banned a lot too. Anyway, look at this. Crossbow, Bodkin. We're talking about this because we changed. Well, we know Microsoft did change the balance, you know, and now Malian has become one of the most popular. Remind me the King of the Desert one, but here Dark with 10 army. He has MBL 18, but not together. He has army on the left, army on the right, and probably army also at home. What he should do right now, MBL? Get all together, or do you like these small groups and raiding?
I like the small groups and raiding if you know that you're against crossbows. Like if you're against the Night Civ, then small groups tend to get picked off. But you just see Dark going crossbows and even trying to counterattack, you have room to micro and run away if he tries to catch you out of position.
Also, East Reveal is already killed. MBL is still with 57 population, 50 for Dark. He's doing a really nice aggression here, MBL. He knows that the Mangrel is coming. One of the best players with the Mangrel's battles is usually MBL, but that he has a Mangrel on his own? No. He has Ballistic already. Oh man, having Ballistic plus 2 Almo also, this is pretty sick and super aggro, Mr. West.
Yeah, and Dark, I think he's worried maybe about that Mangonel micro in the south. He lost a lot of his crossbows right outside of MBL's base.
See so many here too, but yeah, he's taking everything. Look at the army, and now with the archers here. Well, you know what I call about this? Total domination by MBL. GG!
GG.
Wow! But seriously, check that KD.
25-11, and I think that just goes to show you all of the new tricks that players are going to pull off with the Malians. We had that gold mining bonus, and also combining it with their old discount for the buildings. He got that university up and was able to get ballistics right away. So that's something to look out for with Malians, that fast castle age transition into the fast ballistics, and just the decision to add in a few skirms really paid off, getting those few archer kills during that transition.
Do you see them like the new, like the second Saracens almost, because of that bonus they are getting?
Yeah, almost. That's a good point.
You know, like really, they are using them.
Like 1846 castle age time. That is like a Saracen's market there almost.
Yeah, I mean, and that was quite fast too. But honestly, super clean game for him, really, for MBL. It was like crazy. Wow, players are prepared. Well, seems we have a couple of minutes. Hopefully you enjoy, guys, and hopefully that now we are going to enjoy even more because this is game number 2, guys. Game number 2 with MBL and Dark as a blue, MBL Malai on the left, Dark as a green on the right. Let's talk first about the civilizations. Malai, yesterday, 3 picks, 3 losses.
Yeah. Now that you mentioned that, hadn't occurred to me, but they're one of those civs that have been very popular. But one of the changes was they get that free infantry armor. I don't know how useful that's going to be. I mean, I have seen some longsword play throughout this tournament. I think there was Mihai did it against Daniel, if I recall. But I think once players get used to that, it's probably going to fall off in effectiveness. I don't know how much I'm going to like the Malay.
Yeah,
but players seem to like them so far.
Yeah, it seems that they are not using them properly. But this is how nice is now this new draft. Now, Dark now also have the Malians. Like, if you think that your first pick is the one that is the best civilization, both players agree that it's Malians for both. And they are using both Malians. But MBL has Malay. We were talking about the timing of this civilization. If there's one civilization that can catch up that, let's say, Sarce's market, that's probably the Malay with the bonus they have.
Yeah, they can click up and catch up, even though they might not be as fast up as the Malians with their initial click. I like this map here also from Dark with the super safe gold, kind of the opposite of MBL, where his gold is a bit more forward.
Yeah, well, he has the wood here, as you can see. Malay win against Malians on KOTD5, 33% of the game. So Malians dominate Malay, Mr. West.
Yeah, and I'm really struggling to see what the Malay kind of do if they're not going to use that infantry bonus that's better than what the Malians can do. The Malians just kind of synergize all their bonuses together like MBL played that last game for the early crossbow timing. And the Malay can do that, but I think the question is, can they match the Malians with that build?
But honestly, I remember that MBL, I'm going to remind you information, MBL become Age of Empires full-time player tomorrow. Tomorrow is his last day in the work. You know, that's inside information. Don't tell to anyone, okay? Don't tell to anyone, okay?
I won't tell the viewers.
Don't tell to the viewers,
know.
Okay? It's between you and me, okay, T West? So what I mean is, he's been focused more in the game. He's really, I think, well prepared because the previous game couldn't be more clean, in my opinion, T West. Don't know what you think.
Yeah, we'll see if Dark is as prepared with the Malians as MBL was, but that was absolutely clean. And that's something to watch throughout this tournament, just how clean that build can be.
Yeah, well, he has 4 villages on wood, 3 villages on wood here for MBL, so the build order is a little bit different. Obviously, he's also different because he's doing already the barrack, as you can see, so might do again the 2 militias. And MBL seems that he's going to go straight to go up.
Yeah, so kind of a mirror of last game then. So we have the barracks before the mill and just a clean, simple up from MBL.
Okay, let's see what is going to be here now, because he's walling, he's not doing the mill. I don't like the barrack that close to the berries. Wouldn't you make better a little bit more forward? How I'm showing you here. This is why I like to have the same POV, because now you know exactly what I mean.
Yeah, a bit more forward, and he's gonna get that elephant through somehow. I thought that might have been walled off there, but yeah. Yeah, kind of like we saw last game, where he walled so close to the berries that the archers were able to stand on the other side and harass them.
Exactly.
Maybe going a bit more forward would have given him some more breathing space there.
Yeah, well, he's doing now the 2 militias, and for now, seems to be going to, I don't know what direction. Oh my god, completely wrong direction right now. It's going to the right. MBL is here with the scout, and he's gonna take the ships already. Well, once you are a lamer forever, right? So, it's in your blood, man. It's in your blood.
The Dark might get them back, but will MBL try to snipe it? Nah, he's too close to the TC.
MLI open men at arms only in 37% of the 1v1 games in KOTD. So it's going more archers, maybe the 2 militias, but archers as well. Not even militias now. It's going up 21 population. So archers right away, right?
Yeah, 21 pop, and that's going to be faster when Dark hasn't even clicked up yet. So he's going to have a pretty good timing for those archers. At least this game, he won't be walled before the Drush comes in, so Dark might have a bit more of an opportunity to do some damage with it.
Okay. Well, thank you everyone for the support. I'm not mentioning because I'm with my amazing co-caster, but obviously we pay attention and all the support is absolutely amazing. Remember that if you want to have crazy events like this, right, Mr. T West? Because we don't have, like, people think, you know, $80,000 prize pool event. Well, man, but everything that has been from Microsoft is in the prize pool. Everything you see, videos, all the production, everything is done by me and my team. And obviously it's covered all by myself. So all the support is definitely appreciated and needed. And it helps to keep going with the production, because that, in my opinion, makes the events a little bit more special. But now we need to focus. MBL is focused as well. And not losing anything yet, and microing well against those two militias, dealing fine.
Yep, but finally at least taking some damage from that Drush. It's not like it's walled out, standing by a house like it was last game. At least Dark's getting some value out of it.
Yeah, and it's good to have MBL now at home, right? Like defensive, and then you can get to your economy and try to be aggressive. But again, he's gonna be up now, so by the time that he's gonna send some army, MBL will have more army again than Dark.
Yeah, and we'll see if MBL is able to just go forward and fight the militia off with Vills, or if he's going to try to send an archer or two back to clean them up first. Looks like he might just be trying to fight with a spear, and maybe just get their HP down so he can fight with the Vills and just send the archers forward.
Yeah, I think this is exactly what he's doing, because in the meanwhile, we see how, he's trying to block, but he couldn't. It's starting to wall. I like this because he was telling in the interview, I like open maps. I want to be very aggressive. 2 games, full wall, all the map.
Well, in a tournament, you got a full wall.
Exactly. Yeah, you know. I mean, it doesn't mean that he doesn't like the aggression. Obviously, he wants to play aggressive, but you want to be defensive at home. And now, you have to control the militias a little bit better. Yeah,
right into the TC.
Better. Okay. Okay, he's doing the plasmid. He's gonna make a couple of houses. 3 farmers already. But Malian Seco looks always very, very healthy. Always very healthy, man.
Absolutely. And like I was saying earlier, that safe gold from Dark. And when he walls, not only will that gold be safe, you'll have 2 extra force in the back. So even if MBL comes forward with some crossbows and gets on those wood lines, he has safe wood. He can just retreat to it and chop that without worrying about that pressure.
APM a little bit faster for... Yeah, we can check it here. Just a little bit faster, 73 APM for 69, you know? So more or less the same. The game keep going with Scout, 2 archers, as you can see. Also remember, guys, that the webcams are live, but there is 2-minute delay on the webcams. I will show you later. Also, I know that you love all this stuff, and I will show you also later how we do this in the channel to have the delay on the webcams. So we believe in that. All the players are obviously great, you know, and no cheating, but it's always good to have in tournaments some delay in the games. It's always good. Anyway, that being said, we see Fletching already for Dark, MBL as well, but doesn't look this game very similar to the previous. MBL extremely more aggressive because he got double the army right now.
Yeah, right. And we're seeing just going straight for those archers instead of the Drush beforehand lets you get your numbers up. And I think, as you were pointing out earlier, that barracks, had it been a few more tiles forward, those archers wouldn't have been able to shoot over that wall and get on those berryvilles like they were.
Yeah, because also, I mean, it's going to affect even more earlier now in your economy. It's true that TSC have some good resources. What do you think about the tower on the goal? I mean, he just want to be completely secure, but you're not going to be able to use the market.
That's a good point, because that market is so important for clicking up, but he can't really wall that map. I think he just wants the tower to make sure that he's safe. So I really don't mind seeing early towers on gold in tournament games. I'd rather be safe than trying to throw up a tower late and all of a sudden losing 3 vills and not getting the tower up.
Like yesterday, because yesterday, I don't know if you remember those Valas games, he could have saved a lot situations with some tower. Seriously. Those units, he lost a couple of archers here. He has to be careful with the skirmishes right now. It's gonna be in some point, but The Saracens, because I'm not gonna call Malians anymore. It's the Saracens. I'm telling you. Check the resources.
He's selling the stone already.
But look at the time up.
There he goes.
What the hell is this civilization? Okay, I have to talk with Rorimbo and Krasini. We banned for the second week, man. I mean, we rigged the tournament. We changed the rules. My goodness, he's up already. But MBL, man, this is true MBL, right? Look at the walls he's doing. You know, he's walling like
look at those walls.
Oh my God. Look at those walls.
That's what you really need to be Saracens, to punch through those walls when you go crossbows.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. That's true. And that's not the same with the Malians. But if he's doing the market, and he can go up. Malian reserves castellates on average at 18 minutes and 25 seconds on KOTD. It's so fast, man.
That is insane. That is fast.
I mean, it's...
Do we know what the next fastest civ is? Because that just sounds incredible.
I don't know. I don't know if we can check that, if we can find that the statistics. Happy Leaves, which one is the fastest? Can we know that? Because I saw that he was in the stream. But you see, look at MBL resources. He's not even gonna use it, and now clicking up, he's gonna be behind, of course. But thanks to Malai, it's not gonna take too long to be in Castellage. And now that tower gonna help. It's 1 minute only, and he just click it. It's crazy.
Yeah, and no, I feel like maybe he could have still managed that eco a bit better. He's floating a lot of gold and didn't have the market up in time, so he might have still been able to go up faster and match that if he were just a bit cleaner.
Yeah, that's for sure. Well, but that's so true. Remember that if you are using the market, you are hitting a little bit your echo. If you use the market,
yeah, absolutely.
If you go up and you don't get now any damage, then MBL economy is gonna be a little bit better than Dark in the long run, at least, you know. But let's see. Okay.
Yeah, let's see if this wall and that tower buys him enough time. And you know, maybe the tower is worth it if you know your opponent's going to be up faster. And instead of just trying to match them by selling the stone, you can try to do something a bit different and defend with the tower and have that stronger eco. Well,
now he's gonna help for Suraj. Just look how he's moving all the Lumberjacks to that tower. He has few skirmishes. He's gonna be in castle. In a moment, he is there. 55 population, 51. Elite skirmishes plus 2 armor. He's doing the armor before the botkin.
Well, I think that makes sense with skirms sometimes because it just makes them so much tankier against the crossbows.
Good point.
But yeah, it's harder to micro without that range.
Yeah. That's the problem. Well, he got 80 skirmishers. He need to bring some more. He's gonna get them all now. Oh, how smart this! Look at the reinforcement. You see, he took few units here, so the reinforcement is taken already. He's now gonna have the botkin, so he didn't forget. He did on purpose, as you mentioned, and he's gonna try now to take those arches. He's microing. Very nice micro here, but very nice. He's dancing against the dancer.
Splits.
You know?
I thought Dark was the dancer.
Yeah. Well, not in this game, not for now. Let's see now. It's true that now it's gonna be more complicated. He has +2/+2, but ballistic, Mr. West.
Ballistics, that once again we see the Malians, that cheap university and then the fast ballistics. We'll see if he can micro this against the skirms now.
I mean, he sold the +2 helped obviously a lot. I don't know if you prefer. What you prefer this? What approach you prefer? Because now the game is extremely close, but he's holding well MBL the let's say the early aggression here from Malians that it looks to be very, very dangerous.
Yeah, he's managing to defend with the skirms. I wonder if you're up this fast with the Malians, if you can make a transition to a unit that can kill the skirmishers, whether it's adding in a couple of knights or maybe going for that forward siege for a mangonel or a scorpion, because the market does hurt your eco, and if you're up this fast, we see that workshop at home getting some mangonels, but around 23 minutes. It's not like that was as soon as he was up in the castle age and pressuring.
Yeah, and honestly, well, he's doing the mangonel, but as you mentioned, he's being at home. I'm not sure. Population is still MBL getting more. Look at the KD. The +2/+2 is definitely helping a lot. So ballistic is not being enough. Both has the same economy average. Now he's doing the bow, so he has to be careful. The Crobos and the mangonel is coming, and we have already in a Wednesday, Mr. West, over 3,000 viewers, man. already, you know, just to hype things up, you know. This is because of your beautiful voice.
Just to hype up on a
Nice, you,
Wednesday
man.
and on a very early round in the tournament too. It's not like this
Yeah.
is finals or anything. So
Yeah.
that's great.
Nice, very nice. Ballistic now, 7 farmers. Thank you guys for joining. This is gonna be an amazing tournament, and you're gonna help a lot to make this tournament be great. We have now the battle elephant. All right, on this table, he's staying at home. Sorry, 2 Mango. He's gonna be able now to do the job. And Micro, this is complicated. You don't want to lose this, but he's waiting ballistic probably. But MBL with the Micro here. And population is still ahead. Look at the place. Look at the dancing he's doing. Let's get closer. Okay. Not telling
It feels
anything.
like
Let's enjoy
MBL
it.
kind of trapped himself there, but he's gonna out micro 2 mangonels. He might take a few losses there, but no repair bills for Dark nearby. And the mangonels fought one at a time. They didn't fight together. MBL is just dancing his way out of this.
Ooh. But now MBL, 1, 2 down, 3 down. You need to react, MBL. You need to react. He reacted, but Common is losing. Ooh. 6 villas probably. 6 villas already lost there. He lost a lot. Like
Finally, someone
really
gets
a
some
lot.
bill kills.
Yeah. And
But after that, look at the bill counts. They're even.
yeah.
Wait.
So imagine how ahead he was because of Malay, you know? But now he gets
because of the
completely
Malay bonus.
close. Second TC now for Dark. And even if they score... Oh, the fatties.
And the elephants.
The fatties are coming. The elephants just to kill those. Remember that the elephant is almost the price like the knight? They are so cheap for Malay.
Yeah, and we have the monastery out already for Dark. We'll see if he can get some conversions. Remember, Malians do get really good monks, but it gets picked off immediately by the crossbows.
And he killed the Mangonel also. He has cleaned everything again. Look at the military numbers from Dark. Right now, he got 1 crossbow. Look at the KD again. MBL on point, doing now 2 tone centers. Imagine if he just noticed that woodline, he will be right now in a brutal position. He's still ahead, but not that much ahead because of those 6 villas lost.
Oh, yeah. Kind of strange MBL doesn't see that wood line at the back of his base there, but he's going to get up a good TC on a gold at least. It's really hard to find TC positions on this map with how kind of bumpy and small the hills are, so you have to really do your scouting properly to find locations for him.
Just look what he's missing here, even the goal. He didn't sport the goal even, you know, so it's complicated. Let's see. And now he's coming with the crossbows. He's gonna go with the macro. He's gonna try to take this one. It's still microing prop. I mean, who is this, man? I mean, thanks God we have the camera. It's microing really well all the time. Except that when he lost the Veliz, but it's playing really good with the army. The army control is being very solid for MBL. I don't know what you think.
Yeah, absolutely. And I think that's just reflected in the KD. Oh, Dark trying to do some attack rounds.
Yeah, but those mangos were shooting to you, you know, to West. I mean, they were shooting to you or to me, you know. It's like, what the hell? But at the back, something else is happening. Now 1 Velier kill from MBL, okay. He's looking
getting
good,
in
man.
on that wood line, but like I said earlier, these 2 really nice back wood lines for Dark. He's going to be able to move his vills there and keep them safe.
Okay, have to be careful now. He's sending the Magomel. But the game has stabilized quite a bit, right? Like, military numbers now is not a big difference. Dark is still ahead with 5 lists. This looks more for an Imperial battle, probably. And if that happened, even if the scores say that MBL is super ahead, I don't think he's that ahead. The population is exactly the same. It's just the KD.
Yeah, it's the KD. But if this transitions to the Imperial Age, what civ do you prefer here? I think it's a lot simpler for the Malay just to go for that Bracer chemistry upgrade trio than it is for the Malians to make a transition here.
Yeah, that's for sure. Because I was thinking about Ethiopians, but it's not Ethiopians. And here, in the late game, Malay seems to be easier. It's true that you can make the champs cards, right? As we mentioned. And
Yeah,
then,
you can.
Stopping those units, be careful. And also the economy in the long run can be also sick for Malians too. But this can be nice. I mean, I would love to see the 200 swords by Malay, but then Malians can go shoot a warrior. So I'm not so sure if that will be the goal. But this army here on his base can do a lot of damage. He's creating some chaos. By the way, the economy and with all this aggression, barely having 3 minutes LTC for Dark. Solid macro. He has the archers on his base.
Yeah, and he's going to try to garrison those vills and keep them safe. He didn't take too many vill losses there, despite the crossbows breaking in. And now with the scorpions and mangonels, he can chase them away.
I'm still thinking on Ethiopians. I don't know why. I say shooter warrior, and I don't know why. I mean, Malians have the Gebetos, not the shooter warriors, obviously. The Gebetos, amigos, has unique units.
Kind of that same role, right? You're thinking of them for countering the two-handed swordsman.
Yeah, exactly. Okay, we keep going now with the 3 mangonels, with the crossbows. He has to be careful. 72, 80, 29, 23 population. Now this castle from Dark will be great, but it's gonna be a node. No. That army is not a node. There is 4 Elephantos with archers with all the arbors, remember. Oh my god. 1 down, 2 down. How many is gonna lose? 2, 3. He's gonna go now to the hill. He's coming with the mangonel. I mean, you always send first the army and then the village, Mr. West.
Yeah, you don't want to send the vills without scouting. He didn't take too many losses there, but now he can't really push that hill.
Well, the monk is coming. At the end, he most likely will make the castle, and that castle can be dangerous.
Yeah, the elephants are really afraid of the monk there. I do wonder if there's a point where MBL tries to add in a couple of light cav for sniping the monks.
Yeah, the problem is that he sees so many archers. He feels like those are not going to be enough. He's also coming with archers behind. I'm surprised, about what I'm surprised, that MBL didn't make a single mangonel.
Yeah, I think he's just trying to push the mangonels with elephants.
Yeah, but the monks are now no, but the archers are there. Speak up now, the monks. If he is delaying this castle, it can be the game. If he denies this castle, I don't know if you agree, it can definitely be the game. The mangonel is gonna be down. He has the elephants. The elephants are amazing. He's gonna take villains here. He's trying to micro all. He's now converting one. Oh, that castle is denied completely. My goodness, MBL. He's gonna deny it or not? He's gonna deny it, man.
He still has the vills there. That mangonel needed a shot in the back, I think.
Still coming, but he's still spamming army. Crows and skirmishes. Look at the micro. He's gonna try to kill the mangonel. He delete his elephant because he don't want to be converted. But that mangonel is gonna be down. He's down in the last second. Unbelievable. He's creating a doubt castle. Population is still almost the same. And Dark is unable to make this castle with an amazing, incredible micro by MBL.
Yeah, but at the same time, now Dark, he has a few elephants of his own. If he can try to push back against these crossbows with his elephants, MBL hasn't gotten any monks to convert them back.
Yeah, but look at the MBL resources. Sell and go up. And how many villages on gold got Dark right now with this crazy civilization? How many villages on gold? People in the street?
0.
Come on.
Absolutely none. He has to move out now. He mined all of that gold in the back of his base already. But I think he gets the castle up now.
Yeah, he will do it. But didn't he lose the momentum? The timing? Seriously, look at the resources. MBL, why he's not selling food? Oh, wow.
And look at the
KD. He's still going up. He's going up faster even after all this Dark. What the hell?
That's the Malians. Their eco is absolutely insane now. And he's gonna be
MBL don't have the buildings. MBL don't have the buildings, that's why. Yeah, but MBL is doing all the upgrades. Coal, heavy plow, boso, handcart. It's a nice game, this one, huh? This game is a very good one, Mr. West.
And MBL has a huge score lead, but again, that's the KD. It might not represent the timing that we have. Now, with the Malay, he'll catch up. He will be imp a bit faster, but about 30 seconds of a difference.
Yeah, but still, you're faster, and when you have more or less the same army, then you can make now the bomber cannons right away as well. Well, he can catch up the bomber cannons then, Dark, because of the bonus of the university. So it might be super close. Yeah. That he has, yeah. Okay.
Yeah, and he has the workshop out already. Ooh, he's losing some crossbows. I wonder if any player... Ooh, I see the champions, or the men-at-arms upgrade. He's working towards champions. He might be working towards those champ scarls. And this is where we were talking about earlier, that imp transition. MBL, it's a bit more straightforward for him. Dark here has to make that transition away from the crossbows without bracer and into the champion line.
Okay, let's see what is gonna happen. What I like it also a lot from Dark is that he has also a stone for another castle. He has also 2 relics, and we're gonna check the map control. Look at Dark. He's doing outposts. He's sending monks to explore everything. MBL has explored less. He has less map control. He's trying to send Karambit warriors on the left. He's doing chemistry right away, and now the trebuchet. But as we were talking, it's easier transition for Malai probably, but Malians looks like a very dangerous choice in this situation.
And those outposts are really paying off for Dark. MBL has a few crossbows trying to raid, but Dark has kept track of them, killed a few with the TC, and is able to run his vills away.
Pretty crazy, everything, man. Yeah, it's going there. Okay. Well, but I mean, now 2-3 villas is not a big of a deal because now they have both set up a crazy economy, right? 120 villas for almost both, you know, with good farming, even more for Dark 46. Well, after the first game and being 18 years old, you know, Dark, and playing in the main event, he's doing a second game really solid. Don't know what's gonna happen. A very good game, this one.
Yeah, and now that we're getting a trebuchet war here on the left, Dark's not repairing his castle yet. And what is he targeting with that trebuchet? He's going for a house right now. He's not going for a treb or the castle.
Yeah, it doesn't make sense.
What is he doing there?
Oh, but look at those mangonel. That mangonel is gonna repair or not? You have to repair. It's so strong. Oh, he didn't lose it. Okay. Coming with archers, he has to be careful. Now he's starting to try to control more map. He has the +3 with the archers, trying to raid. And he has already what? 10 long swords, doing 200 swords, even Gebetos as well. MBL, not an oath army yet. He needs a lot more arbalets, but Karambit warriors can compete with the standard infantry from Malians.
I don't know. We'll have to see, because remember, Malians do lack their blast furnace upgrade for their final attack.
Yeah,
and they also lack that last armor because they get the pierce armor for free.
And the good thing
maybe Karambits could work.
And with the good thing with the Karambits, if he's doing a little, he needs more farms, that's for sure. Because look at now MBL economy, you know, doesn't look so healthy. But you can spam Karambits forever, basically. They're so cheap.
Yeah, you don't need much of an eco for them.
Yeah. Okay, but the score is still 1,000 score ahead. Like MBL. Oh, no. Oh, those bomber cannons, so expensive to lose. He lost 1 bomber cannon. The other is also lonely. He needs definitely a lot more farms. You see 25 idols. 25 idols. The bomber cannon is gonna take the castle, and now we will see. We will see what is gonna happen. That castle needs to be done, but the thing is, if Dark is sending now army, he killed those trebuchet easily. He has nothing here to defend those trebs, T-West.
Yeah, especially with all the pierce armor on those 2-handed swordsmen, they can get right under that castle and just go for the trebs. And same thing for the bombard cannons. They don't really care too much about the crossbows defending.
But he's not going.
And those crossbows...
He's going back.
But like, look at this right now. Those crossbows, they have 9 attack. They're going to be doing 1 damage to those 2-handed swordsmen.
A lot of, well, but he's doing elite Karambit warriors. Now it's 40 farmers, 36 on goal. This is starting to be a completely different game. Imperial battle, crazy Imperial battle. This is the 4th castle. Obviously, you need 10 to keep the castles alive. And how many Karambit warriors you need to beat this? Well, we're going to discover, but this is going to be really fun to watch because we don't see so often these battles. And the good thing with the Karambit, well, the +4 for free. So he's also saving good resources here.
And finally, Dark's starting to treb down that castle. And I really don't know what he was doing with those trebs earlier on, but it felt like he could have at least been fighting with them earlier.
Yeah, he's repairing now that castle. There is one champion doing a lot of damage, already killing 3 villages and will kill more. I don't want even to check. Bomber cannon is going to be down, and this is looking now closer and closer. Look at the score. Look at the score, because Dark is about to take the score lead. 200 population, 180. These might be the 1-1. What do you think? Because there's also a lot of Karambit warriors as well now coming. They are really fast, but the champions are stronger, more HP. And but he has also crossbows. Let's see the fight, Mr. West.
Yeah, the crossbows, they don't matter. They do 1 damage. These champions are like rams right now.
They're so tanky. He's even going to take the stone from MBL. Disrespectful. Okay, but he still have the Trebuchet alive. Well, MBL is one of the strongest players in Imp. He try always forever. He's not gonna give up. He has one relic. I don't know if he can take a second one. Actually, no, because he's at the back of the map, as you can see. But this battle, who's taking this battle? MBL has no houses now. It's closer than we expected, probably.
And good job from Dark using the cannons to keep the Trebs away. This feels close.
It feels close, but a little Dark is pushing more back. Whoa. Well, Malai 4 picks, 4 losses. Because I don't know if MBL is going to be able to come back here. He still have 3 castles, quite a lot of farming, but looks like this castle also is getting a lot of map control from Dark, and he's still not really pushing anywhere. So how you can come back here? You need 100 Karambit warriors?
Yeah, you need a lot, and I think it also might be good for MBL since he has so many crossbows just to do the Arbalest upgrade. Is that +1 attack at this point means they end up doing twice as much damage to those champions. They'll do 2 instead of 1.
Yeah, but with what resources? He's at the limit right now. The good thing, he take this castle, take the Trebuchet, he stop him. Well, if someone can come back, maybe might be MBL. He's a crazy player in these kind of games, so let's see. It doesn't lose great. It really doesn't lose great, and the Malians are becoming the new Mayans. You know what I mean, right? They seems to be so strong.
The first pick, everyone tries to win with them.
Oh man. Okay. So if this happened, we would be in a situation on a best of 3 because the first game Malians win, second game Malians win 1-1. Let's go, best of 3.
Best of 3, no Malians.
Yeah, no Malians anymore. Good point. Yeah, he's taking everything, man. No, it's impossible. And now Dark has expanded all over the map. And this is gonna be probably the first series because yesterday it was all 3-0. It's starting to get closer and more interesting, Mr. West. But we know that 3-0s can happen, but we know that it's gonna be a last series that is gonna be closer. Really, really closer. And this is the first one already with a crazy gameplay by Dark.
Yeah, and also great job by Dark using those Gebeto warriors to defend the siege. They've been killing a lot of Karambits as they're just trickling in.
They are not elite, but you can see how they eat them. Yeah. Okay. Castle is gonna be down. He's doing another castle. MBL is still trying. Never could do the Arbalest. 3,000 wood. You could sell a little bit of wood right now and maybe do the upgrade as you mentioned. But looks like is Malai. Now I have to ask you: is Malai overrated? Because
we've seen them against Malians, right?
Yeah, that's true.
They're putting up a good fight against Malians, so I wouldn't count them out just yet.
Okay, you like Malai. Okay, I know this.
Maybe not as much as Malians, though.
Yeah, that's a good one. Yeah, but look at this, Echo KD. Dark is now taking all the farmers on the left. MBL keep trying, but not looking good. The rating is real. 200 population, 133 sick. Sick gameplay here by both. It has been a very, very nice game. I will say that probably till now. Obviously, this is only the second day, West, and you watched it yesterday, all the series, right?
Yep.
This is the best game from now from the tournament. Very, very nice one.
Yeah,
GG.
There's the GG.
Whoa.
And well, our first series, it's not a sweep. Dark winning with the Malians. Maybe not as clean as MBL was last game, but at the end of the day, he made it work.
It made it work, and 1-1 sick game. Malai is still 0 for Malai. You know, I mean, I didn't want to make the joke, you know, but 0. Well, statistics, military, as you can see, 358, 282. Economy, you can see 8,000 resources. Difference for Dark, and he was doing a good game. MBL controlling good the army, but once the Malia's economy kick in, it looks like it was a game. Mr.
Yeah. And
Mr. West.
That KD, that huge swing after, remember, MBL had those early KD leads and contributing to his early score lead. So great play now, in the Imperial Age from Dark.
Now, Mr. West, let's focus in what is coming. What do you think is going to be the next pick? Because we're watching here the civilizations left, Britons, Gurjaras, Franks, Saracens. He has a second market one. Then Vikings, Khmer, Japanese, and Gods. Ooh.
Well, MBL, he might just go with Gajars. He seems to be going them in order so far. Dark Goths. So Goths is an interesting one. Again, their hunt lasts longer in the new patch. So what do you think of Goths? I haven't seen them played too much, but
Well,
you only
we
pick
have
6 civs to put Goths up there. That's a big change.
yeah. Let's see. We're gonna have Dark and Winchester both picking gods probably. You know, and we want to find out. But I saw in the matches for today. You know, I'm showing the matches for today. Game number 3, MBL versus Dark, and MBL is as a blue on the left, Dark as a green on the right. Okay, and we're gonna see Franks versus Japanese. In the first look, let's talk about the scenes later, but now the map. What about the map for MBL?
So for MBL, we have those berries in a fairly safe location below the TC. I think you can get a wall up by that wood line, and well, if you're the Franks, you want to use your berry bonus. Having a safe patch there is always wonderful. Gold, at least it's not forward. It's kind of by a hill, but it's near that wood line, so you see it. There's kind of a natural way for him to wall in front of that. Wood lines are pretty close to the TC in this generation. If MBL wants to go to the edge of the map and use all 3 of those wood lines as a wall, I think he has an option to do that.
Okay, I'm sorry, Mr. West, because I put the scout following because I was getting some water. You cannot imagine how hot it's already in Spain. It's summer, you know. It's summer. And with all the monitors and everything here, well, imagine. Anyway, what about the map then for Dark with Japanese? It seems like he has 2 wood lines together on the right, one on the left, berries at the back. But honestly, with this secondary goal at the back, that main goal is less a problem, in my opinion. Don't know what you think.
Yeah, I agree with that. He's able to play on that back gold, and kind of a weird thing to wall, but he can go to those wood lines just above it and then kind of play safe by the TC, maybe get a wall to the south of that, and then he'll have berries and a gold inside of his walls.
Yeah, that's the way. I mean, it will be easily. I don't know if he explored already all that. I think he did. Yes, he did. Okay. And now,
MBL's forward with that scout already.
Yeah, he see the carpet. Now he made a palisade. Ooh. Well, that helps a lot to avoid a lambing. Well, a lambing from the elephant, but now he's gonna try to. Well, this is the real MBL, not the previous one in the first 2 games, right?
Yeah, this is the real MBL. Gonna try to block that elephant.
Yeah, but he lost half HP almost, so he really cannot do the job.
Yeah. That's a nice trick that Dark just pulled off there. Palisade Gate to block the scout so your TC can get a shot in.
Okay, let's see what is going to happen.
Dark mining 10 gold.
Already? Well, Japanese can go super early. 4 minutes, Militias. Well, the barrack is going to take a while, of course, but lumber can 50% cheaper. All right.
Yep, but mining that gold, do you think he goes for more of a classic 3 militia drush instead of the 2 militia drush?
I mean, it's really hard to say. It seems that he's going to go 2 militias all the time, but I would love to see more, of course. And honestly, his map, I don't know, we don't see any more drags into Fast Castle, but this map is not terrible for do that.
Yeah, I doubt he'd do that, though. But yeah. I'd love to see that again sometime. Just, you know, it's one of those things we don't really see that often anymore. And it's not really as easy to pull off with how weak the walls are and how much more expensive they are.
Do you want to know the percentage of the games that Franks and Japanese has played?
Ooh, how many? I mean,
well, France wins against Japanese on KOTD5 Arabia 100%.
100% out of how many games?
No, I don't want to say that because if maybe it's 2, then it's not funny, you know. So many games, you know, many games, right. many games, you know, T-West. Or maybe 1 game, you know, maybe 1 game,
maybe 1 single game,
maybe 1 game. I don't think it's only.
That's why I gotta
obviously.
Ask.
I don't think it's only 1 game. I don't think it's only 1 game. But how many Honestly, I don't know, but it was fun to put this one. You know, it's scary. It's scary for Dark. Obviously, since we are started yesterday and only the 2 qualifiers, it doesn't have to be too many. You know, what 2, 3 maybe? You know, but what it means is Japanese is dangerous, but it seems that Frank seems to be even more dangerous in this one, in this matchup.
Yeah, well,
Okay.
I think Franks kind of have that reputation of being the civ everyone picks on the ladder because they're so easy to play. I feel like they're not quite as good as many of the other top civs, though, when it comes to tournaments.
Yeah, mainly in late game and against some specific saves, you know? Because we saw, I don't remember who was, but we saw some, or maybe it was in the So Much AM did. I think it was Hart versus Hera, yes, in the So Much. I think Hart came back against France, but with China, you know? And Hera was doing a really smooth game because Franks, as you mentioned, is fantastic. But then, in late game, they have more problems. Anyway, we're going to see here with the Palisade, with the house, and let's see if he's going to be able to wall everything. Now Dark is walling. He went for the forward goal, and he is doing 3 militias, not 2, 3,
Yep.
and with Japanese 33% attack more, Mr. West.
Yep, and he's still on gold, so he will have an option to add in the Men-at-Arms upgrade if he wants it.
Do you think he will? I mean, it's worth it. I mean, he's Japanese. I will do that, man. He has the resources, and he's doing. I like it. I like it. He canceled.
He
I
wants
don't
to
like
apply
it.
a lot of pressure here.
No. He canceled. I don't like it. I don't like it, West. I
He's
don't
just
like
messing
it
with you.
anymore. My goodness. Oh my god. Okay.
Well, his scouts forward, he might just be seeing something about MBL's map that he thinks he's not going to do the damage with the Men-at-Arms right away. Maybe he was looking for a stable, and then when he saw the gold and that there's no stable in a range instead, he decided to cancel it.
It's a good point. It's a really good point there, and this is what exactly happened, you know? And it makes sense because, I mean, if they are very dangerous because they attack faster, against the archers and that early is definitely not the way to go. Okay, let's see. He's doing the archers. There is another fact is that Frank's open 60% of the games scouts, so it means it's not only one game. You see, it's more than one game. 60% of the games scouts. So for a civilization like France, 60% opening the scouts is not that much.
Yeah, and I think it comes down to trying to counter these early drushes that we've been seeing. Just scouts sometimes take too long to be able to take those fights, and usually players, from what I've seen, prefer going for that early range instead.
Okay. Population for now is still very, very close, very similar. We see now the Blasmith going with the 3 militias now is still there around but not doing any damage. The Blasmith is absolutely necessary, great. And Dark is the one who is doing a tower now. Walling quite a lot, having the tower is gonna be completely safe. He can see the tower now, and not gonna be easy that he's gonna make damage there, but having the fletching, if he's going around, no, but he's gonna wall in time. So, very difficult to make damage again in Feudal. The players want to Castle Age. The West, sadly, because I love Feudal battles. I really love
You
it.
love the feudal fights.
Yeah,
But I think
I
players
do.
have gotten really good at defending from the early aggression
True.
now that they see it so much. Just a few palisades around the gold, and you're safe from the militia, as MBL is showing us here.
Well, this is a good battle. This is a very good battle here again by MBL. He's gonna lose the scout probably now. I don't know if that was worth it to lose the scout like this. But well, 3-1. Well, I mean, feudal battles, I love it, but it's true that the units are much weaker. So that's why probably they prefer to go for the Castle Age, that the aggression is a lot stronger, and also you can go for the economy.
Yeah, and right now, losing that scout, I think is pretty big for MBL because that drush is still hidden around the back of his base. He's not going to have a great way to see it or to see whether reinforcements come forward and try to join it.
And the scout is full HP from Dark. Like full HP. That can be very annoying, even if MBL has few skirmishes, which he has. Okay, my question is, since green is completely walled, do you think MBL also will make a stable, or you think he's going to avoid it?
Ooh, he probably will avoid it. He'll probably try to. That's another thing. You lose the scout, so you don't know how many skirmishers your opponent's adding in. If you see a lot of skirmishers, then usually it's worth it to do the scouts. But now he's just gonna have to take a guess. And there goes that drush right in on the berries.
Yeah, he's taking this now. Okay. Hey, he's taking down. Oh boy, taking one villager down.
So you'll get a Vil. It's a lot of archers now for MBL to defend. And it looks like MBL is just gonna try to camp in his base, do that market, and click up. He has seen that tower, so maybe he knows if he sells the stone, he can get a faster uptime.
That's another good point. That's another good point. He's gonna wall now like crazy. He just lost one villager. He's gonna go for the market. And then, is one TC push with Franks maybe a great strategy here? Like all night and even siege forward? Because Japanese can go monks, you know? Also good infantry. So it's kind of tricky what to do with Franks if you sell the stone.
Yeah, because usually selling the stone makes it harder to get those knights out because they take more eco than the crossbow line does. But maybe MBL has a plan for it where he's not going to need to reseed the farms as early, so he'll still have a bit of extra wood to go for those castle age buildings. Usually just clicking up early to boom is kind of a weird thing. He's not going to sell the stone though, just going to sell the wood.
Nice. Okay.
And still click up with the stone in his stockpile. So he can add the TCs if he wants to.
Yeah, but the team difference is almost nothing. Again, they are going super fast. They are again going super fast. They click in 17 minutes now when they click in the previous 2 games in 16. And not selling the stone. He has a tower. Obviously, 8 archers, 2 skirmishes. Only archers for Dark. And then what is the following here? Another archer range stable for MBL, because it seemed that Dark is just fine with the two archer ranges. He's also now adding village on stone to probably make the
kind of a straightforward, straightforward way to play the Civ for Dark. You just add the ranges and go crossbows. Japanese usually a good archer Civ. MBL with the Franks? Well, maybe he hasn't decided what he's going to do yet. Just walling up. This could just be TCs to boom from him.
Okay.
While just trying to apply some pressure with the crossbows early on to buy him some time.
Let's see what is going to be here. Because right now, he's going to be inside, and this is really bad. The archers are in, and now he's going to kill a villager. Maybe not, but he's going to create some kills. The archers are coming a little bit far. Maybe he's going to take a villager. He should save it, at least from the scout. There you go. He saved it. And now he has a lot of archers, so he should be fine. In front is just one skirmisher. And Dark don't have enough army to really do damage to MBL. I mean, if he's going to be in castle soon. I mean, he does have
in the
military.
front, MBL, he's using those skirms, I think, just to try to scout what Dark is doing. And now he's going to know it's 2 ranges.
Yeah, because, I mean, you can go stable also with Japanese. They have bloodlines, but it's not probably the standard. You can see how both are doing an extra tone center. So, another extremely close game. Mr. West, man. Super close game here.
And I'm just now noticing Dark has a goat he never took. Just sitting there under his TC. So, I don't know. I didn't really see much. Maybe the scout did do some laming early on. But still managed to recover from that nicely. It seemed if he didn't take that earlier.
Yeah, but this micro by Dark, I mean, he took the crossbows with... Obviously, he got more archers, but he didn't lose a single archer here, MBL. And MBL is not even doing the crossbow upgrade. Wow. So, he feels confident and knows that with this army, with Botkin, he's gonna be fine and just doing 2 extra tone centers and just keep booming. And a monastery.
It looks like it. And again, as the Franks, he might not look to go into crossbows long term. And now that the upgrade's more expensive, he's probably thinking he doesn't want to invest into it right now when he thinks he'll be able to defend just with his walls.
1, 2, 3 tone centers coming with quite a lot of archers. Pretty much 4K viewers already, Mr. West. So sick. We're still going on fire, and tomorrow we have a lot more series. Guys, we have series King of the Desert 5 every day. Guys, listen to me. Every day till 28th of May, except we will rest the next Monday. Only the next Monday won't be serious, but every day till 28th May, that is the grand final, you can join the channel, you know, because there is King of the Desert 5. Every day.
That's a lot of King of the Desert.
Yeah, a lot of AoE and with top players, 32 best players in the world, because now They are the one that qualified. There was 2 qualifiers, no invitations. So, yeah, you might have some better or worse brackets. But 2 qualifiers put 32 best players in the tournament. No fact, I mean, the fact, no excuses there. Like, everyone has to qualify. So, those are, you know, obviously, in a day, everyone you play maybe later and you can win. Well, the qualifiers are there to win, and it's where you feel the pressure when you are playing the qualification.
Yeah,
but well,
absolutely.
Yeah. Let's see now. Crossbows close to MBL Townsend, and here we have Crossbows as well. Here, he's gonna get the kill advantage. He has to be careful. No ballistic. No ballistic for MBL, but no ballistic also for Green. MBL trying to control this hill and pushing him back a little bit. I think MBL here is doing the good thing is doing is that having 3 TCs that early, he's gonna get that economy advantage. Even more having heavy blow, Bozo. Well, heavy blow is for free, but Dark Code will borrow for a long time. So maybe that's gonna equalize the game, right?
And looking at MBL, he's only up by 2 villagers. He has about 5 minutes plus of TC idle time. So sometimes going for that 3rd TC early on can be tricky to afford, even without that crossbow upgrade. So Dark's adding in his 3rd TC now, but he's not going to be too far behind, even though he delayed it.
Check his idle time, his efficiency, 29 seconds.
Perfect.
I mean,
That's
what
just
happened with
one villager of idle time.
What happened with the dancer,
MBL
man?
is still ticking up.
Like, the dancer is playing solid, man. It's playing solid, man. I'm still impressed with the, with that. I'm a professional dancer. I like it, man. I like it. Okay, Mangonel, 2 Mangonels, crossbows. He's also using Mangonel, so he's spending more resources as well. He needs to make some damage. So, should Green now make siege on his own too, or not? For now, he's doing the ballistic.
I think it makes sense for him to add the siege now. Just, you have something to counter the mangonels other than relying... Well, I mean, he is a professional dancer. Maybe he just wants to out-micro them. But
yeah,
that's going to be difficult.
You know, he has the ballistic, and MBL is a decent player using the mangonels. He's a decent player using the mangonels. We'll see. We'll see what he's going to be. Oh, man. Oh, man. Okay. Crossbows, 2 mangonels. Oh, and a second siege workshop.
Yeah, forward with the siege. And look at Dark just killing some of those ostriches. I don't know if those were misclicks. All right, sometimes, as weird as it is, if you're the crossbow player, you might want to kill those hunt animals just so you don't misclick on them when you're fighting the mangonels.
Yeah, good point. By the way, I would like to see guard tower, because if he's doing guard tower now, Dark, he's well defended on the stone, on the goal forward, and he can counter-attack like he's trying. So I believe that guard tower here will be the beautiful choice here by Dark. Let's see if he's gonna make it, because the mangonels are coming. You don't want to fight against MBL now that he's doing Tondo. He's coming with 3 mangonels now. Where's the guard tower? You need to do it. There's Krobos inside by Dark, and also attacking in the woodland. 1 villager down, 2 villagers down. How many is gonna take it? Well, he's with ballistic, remember. Not doing any upgrade, not doing the guard tower. But I don't know. He looks fine because he's attacking his opponent well. Now MBL is going now, but without the upgrade, he's gonna suffer here a lot. Oh my god.
Yeah, watchtowers don't really hold up to mangonels anywhere nearly as well as guard towers do. Now he's doing the upgrade, but a bit late.
Yes.
And that tower might either go down or take a lot of damage
And the
before it comes
problem
in.
is not only that, is that he's not gonna make the second. He's not gonna make the second, he's gonna kill more. Why he didn't make the upgrade before? I don't know. Now he's trying to do 2. He's gonna kill probably 1 man. Look at the difference. The mangonels went down instantly when he made the guard tower. Like seriously.
Yeah.
Oh my
And
god.
now he can't garrison it. The HP is too low, so he won't be able to kill the other mangonels.
He's losing a lot. It's crazy.
Crossbows.
But it's crazy how one decision like this is costing him probably the game. I know that he's still with the score lead, but he's losing a lot of villains, and the problem is that he's gonna lose even more. And now, check MBL economy. He can go up to Imperial in a moment.
Yeah. And without a workshop of his own, right now Dark doesn't have a way to fight off those mangonels. So if he wanted to be greedy and not in that and add in that workshop, then yeah, I think that guard tower upgrade earlier would have been the right decision.
I think that the simple as 2 towers, He's fine, man. He's completely fine because now, ladies and gentlemen, MBL is gonna make a castle on his face. He's gonna go up to Imperial, and the 2-1 is about to happen in a position that we wouldn't imagine 2 minutes ago. It has been just this push with the miners and crossbows, and Dark reacting, in my opinion, slow.
Yeah, and remember, Dark did lose that scout earlier when he was fighting in MBL's base. Maybe he just putting more focus on keeping that alive would have let him scout this push from MBL a bit better than he did, and let him just know that he needed that upgrade earlier.
Yeah. Do you think that this castle could be even where I'm selecting here? I mean, he wants to get the hill and be safe, you know, but he could do even closer, kill all the buildings, kill the TC even. He's playing to use a safe
like
castle.
right
A tournament. He's playing a tournament castle.
Yeah, it's not a ranked game castle, right? It's a tournament castle for him.
A tournament castle. Yeah, okay. He's mining a stone. It's crazy that after all this, Dark is still ahead in villages, man. He's still booming like crazy, like 2 minutes.
Yeah, look at that idle
TC.
time. 9 minutes for MBL.
What the hell? I mean, he's not idling at all, and his resources are fine to go up to Imperial. It's quite impressive, his macro, really. And look at the macro now.
He can do a castle maybe in the back of his base to try to buy some time to defend. There we go, he's up, and it's in the back TC. So he did the smart thing and not put it in the forward TC. And, well, MBL does have the advantage in uptime. We'll see if he's able to push it.
It's very important advantage with the uptime. He's doing a castle in front now to take that hill, but he can do bomber cannons, while Japanese don't have bomber cannons. So here, Trebs and bomber cannons right now. It's true that MBL farming is very low. 19th.
Oh, we have a forward castle from Dark, though.
I know,
He's trying to go forward on MBL.
Yeah, but he has
Down
no
here
army.
in the south.
That's the problem.
Yeah.
I mean,
To be fair for MBL, though,
Go on.
I was going to say, he has only crossbows as the Franks, right? What's he going to do in Imp? He's not going to have any Imp upgrades for those crossbows. He's going to need to transition to something.
Yeah, but
And
look at
that
Dark.
is-
Dark is going pikeman because he's thinking, oh, Cavaliers can come. Not even the stables for MBL. Yeah.
Yeah, MBL.
Not
So
even
he just has
stables.
that one archery range, right? I think that's his only building other than the workshops he added in.
And Dark is doing towers.
He's a samurai.
Here. Yes, samurais, but also towers to control the map. Imagine just Sama towers. Okay, that castle and few samurais also here going to raid. This is a weird game, you know, for both players. Okay. He's now raiding here with the samurais. Those samurais don't have a lot of upgrades, only +1. He's gonna lose it with the mangonel. Now this castle here is gonna take the other tower down. But how important is the timing, the momentum? I'm always telling this. And he's ahead just because he went forward faster, and now he's hitting town centers with the trebuchets. No, not a lot of farming for MBL, and weird army with Franks, 4 axemans and 18 crossbows, but still he has the advantage with the map control.
Yeah, he does. I'm actually kind of surprised his score isn't even farther ahead at this point, but I don't see a way for Dark to stop this push for the moment. He's going to try to go Bracer in Chemistry for the crossbows and maybe go into Arb, but he's going to lose a lot of his farming space, and even though he keeps the Vills alive, that's a pretty big investment in terms of your wood that you're going to lose with all of those farms.
Yeah, well, he's taking a lot of crossbows here. You have to be careful. Taking a lot of farms, sorry, with the crossbows, and I was just checking the difference in the population, and it's there. 10 villages more an army, but the thing is that he's doing hand cannoneers right now because Hiseko is a little bit at the limit, honestly. At the moment.
Yeah, at least MBL is getting pressured. He will lose a TC and have to run a bunch of Vills. So this forward castle from Dark at least is doing some damage for him, even if it's not nearly as much as MBL's doing.
Yeah, well, he's still with the crossbows there. The score is almost the same, still almost the same. I like that Dark is also expanding all over the map, you know, trying to go away from his main base. But still, You don't want to lose that castle, because if you lose that castle, then without having bomber cannons, how you can do anything against MBL bomber cannons and traps? You can't?
Yeah, it's really difficult in that matchup when you lose your castle and then risk losing the trebs to cannons. Only one cannon isn't that much of a threat because you can still repair the trebs. You just have to be on point with the repairs. And
Yeah,
he's
but-
not
oh!
repairing the right treb there.
And he killed the bomber also, okay. Yeah, but he has one trap. Kataparuto is gonna be done, but he's gonna have one trap, which is one pike, 21 arches. They're both at the limit. Now he's raiding a lot. He's doing no-naggers. Okay. He's going siege, MBL only. O-naggers, trebuchet, well, typical MBL, you know, with his different compositions. Only now doing wheelbarrow while his opponent hand card. That also helps a lot. Okay.
And well, Franks versus the Archer Civ, MBL trying to come up with a way to play it without investing into the cavalry.
Yeah, look at the
gonna
castle he
take
has
this
to
castle.
protect everything. It was a very smart play here by MBL. He know that he's against Japanese, one of the best infantry in the game. And how many stables he did in the game and how much cavalry he got during the whole game with Franks, guys? T-West, how much?
Completely zero.
Incredible,
Is a
man.
full zero, not a single cav unit, not a single
mean-
stable.
Literally, man. Only castle, siege, and archers. That's it. Well, it's very smart. It is very smart. It is really smart. I mean, the population is still very similar, but how now you kill that? You can't kill it, this army. You don't have a stone? You don't
It's
have
like MBL, he
trebuchets?
hasn't needed army. Dark's
Yeah.
been struggling to get his army population up, whereas MBL he hasn't really needed it. He's just going to add in a few onagers and take the gold now.
Wow. Yeah, very smart play. Very smart play. Really well played by MBL. Really, really well played by MBL. And, well, he's doing monks. Okay, block printing. I mean, you can convert. You can convert the siege, but... And all the castle forward. And we forgot about Frank's castle cheap. He's gonna have the castle
Yeah,
number
they're cheaper.
7. 7! West. 7 castles here.
Yeah.
What the hell?
And even the unique unit, the Axeman here, that pays off in this matchup because the Japanese player isn't going to have a lot of cav for sniping off the siege. If he tries to just throw a lot of pikemen or halbs at him, the Axemen are there to defend.
Okay. Very crazy here. Let's see the castle.
And there's the GG.
GG. GG call, guys. GG call. And Dark did 80 crossbows and couldn't do anything with them. Like anything. MBL take the lead in this series with a really good job. With a really good job. Oh man. Oh man.
Just the timing and that map control, and as you pointed out, that guard tower upgrade for Dark. If he had that in earlier, I think he at least initially defends that Mangonel push and maybe makes it a bit more difficult for MBL to get that forward castle and positioning.
Yeah, it was a definitely different kind of game than what we are used to see with the MBL strategy here, but it worked. It really worked. But well, the guard towers, the West. I was telling guard towers, man. And
Yeah, it's
if he
an
did it,
upgrade you might forget about sometimes, but in the
But
right
he-
situation, it's a really good upgrade.
he had the towers, man. So just do it, man. If he did it, poof, he lost a lot there, like a lot, all the time. And also Villiers, then the map control, that was very, very important. Well, it's what it is. And we're going to keep going. I'm going to go game number 4. That is going to be soon. It's really going to be soon. This is the draft and civilizations now. Britons, Gurjara, Saracens, the Vikings, Khmer, gods. What do you prefer here?
Well, before the patch, I definitely would have preferred MBL civs. After the patch, with the better Goths, maybe new options for the Vikings. I don't know. I don't have enough experience with those civs to know if they can compete with civs like the Britons now. The Britons also, they did get a nerf. Their archery ranges won't work quite as fast as they used to.
Well, we have Gurjara's Vikings, you know? We have Gurjara's the Vikings, you know? MBL has some problems with his webcam. He didn't fix it. I don't know what he has, and we don't want to delay the tournament, you know? But we will try, and he will have to fix it for the next series, because it's also not fair for the other player that one is with webcam and the other is with no webcam at all, you know? So, yeah. He has to fix it. And he will fix, and we will keep going. The next one is Gurjaras versus the Vikings, you know. Doesn't look too nervous anyway, dark, you know. So Gurjaras versus the Vikings.
Oh,
what do you think of this one?
Interesting Civ matchup there. Vikings, they're not a cav Civ, so the Gurjaras camels really won't come into play here. If Dark is tempted to go for infantry, Gurjaras, they're kind of like early game. I feel like they have a weakness to that pike siege push, but then when they get the chakram throwers out, they have a really hard counter to pretty much any of the champion pikeman berserk strategies the Viking could go for. And then the Trivamsh Riders against Arb. I feel like late game, when you have enough Arbs, you can kind of force the fights and take them even with the dodges. But still a difficult... Gurjaras are just always tricky to play against.
I think so. It is tricky. But these Vikings can be also strong. We will see. This is game number 4, guys. First series of the day. MBL 2, Dark 1. And MBL has a match point already. Gurjaras is still being a dangerous civilization. Vikings as well. And completely different. Do you think we are going to see finally scouts? A super quick up here with Gurjaras, like 17, 18 population up? Or he's going to play again archers?
It's certainly an option. But if he doesn't go scouts with Franks, I don't know what civ is he going to go scouts with. He also has that very MBL has that very safe goal at the back of his base there. It looks like he can kind of get a good wall in front of that. And maybe the most risky part is just that he needs to keep the sheep and everything in that forward mill. And let's see, Dark Scouts already coming forward to try to lame.
That's actually very smart, and he's taking one. He should try to kill the other, maybe. Oh, but he's gonna recover the other one. And you don't want to take the risk anymore. He's gonna block it. I like it. Nah. MBL is not gonna lose that one, and now he's saving the other. I think he was too greedy, and he could have taken at least one, but he didn't. Okay, he's creating some chaos on MBL economy, but don't think this is a big deal anymore for MBL. Don't know what you think.
Yeah, well, it's always good to get the sheep away from the Gurjaras, just because they won't have them in the mill. But once they get there, it's much harder to lame them.
Yeah, let's take his point of view now. And then map. Map for Dark. Wood at the back, another wood at the back. Very super in front, goal in front, but close to another wood. Ouch. I mean, I like the wood at the back. For me, the most important is to have the wood at the back. But the rest of resources, obviously, quite exposed. That's why he's probably building already a house there. He started to build the protection.
Yep, already getting that wall out in front of the berries. And this is a tricky map to wall. It's nice to have the wood in the back because it's a bit safer, but it also makes it harder to wall your base if all of your other resources don't have a wood line next to them.
Yeah, well, the goal has, but that's it. And there is also a hill here in that wood line, as you can see. Well, now MBL, he has the berries in front. The goal, I like much more this position, but there's a hill that can be dangerous. Wood at the back, one woodland in front, another at the back too, and a stone at the back. Obviously, having the goal like this, I prefer MBL map.
Yeah, I think I do too. And Dark didn't really get too much laming there. I guess maybe a bit of idle time if the goats are outside of the mill. But all in all, not too much accomplished there, and we'll see if he tries to push some of his ostriches as he brings the scout back now.
Oof, this one is pretty sick. Gurjaras versus the Vikings is the worst matchup for Gurjaras, with a 60% loss rate in Pro 1v1 games. And we are talking here with the pros, not in KOTD only, you know, in the last
Interesting.
two patches, you know. So it's the worst matchup for Gurjaras. Wow.
Yeah. It feels like Vikings don't get into that going knights versus Gajars trap that maybe some civs do, where they run into the camels. And I feel like the way to beat Gajars is to have kind of a good, like, mid castle age push that can deal with the Shravamshriders with units other than just crossbows, and maybe the Vikings do have that option.
Okay.
Just if they can go for some type of pikeman, or, I mean, do you think this is an opportunity where we might see gambesons and longswords from the Vikings?
I mean, but is he going to really go archers here, Gujaras? Because I know that you maybe don't want to do that if he's gonna go, as you mentioned, pikes, but you want mobility, right? And the mobility is what is gonna make, even more with this map, to go crazy. Because if you check the map, man, this map is just to try to hit him back. I mean, go crazy and make crazy your opponent. I don't know what you think. So I hope he's gonna go scouts, at least for the start. But no, it's mighty goal. He's gonna go archers. People don't go scouts anymore, and I love scouts because he's making a lot more dynamic games. You know?
Yeah, I do miss those old Arabia Huns wars with both players going scouts.
Yeah, love it. Bloodlines, skill bar and armor. You know? Oh, affiliate forward.
Yeah, and look at how he's sending the villager forward too. He's not sending it along with the drush. So as MBL is using his scout to keep track of that drush, he's not going to see the villager.
Yeah, because he want to probably make a tower on this hill to west. What do you think a tower here, for example? Look, you take the berries, take the gold. It's going this area, and then you make the tower in this spot.
See, he might do a tower there later. I think he might just want to do something forward here. This might be a forward range.
Well, you see that his opponent is out faster.
Involved in the drush.
He did the malicious.
That's going to actually be really bad for Dark, because he just lost that drush.
He lost everything because he's paying attention to this villager. Here. And where? Or maybe he's going to make then the tower in this spot to take the wood and the gold. Yeah, but I don't know. If MBL is gonna spot it, you can see we are now on blue point of view. Or he's gonna try, as you mentioned. No, he's doing an archery range at home. No tower so far. What is he planning to do? He's gonna do a tower, I believe.
Well, getting the sneak tower really depends on MBL not seeing it in time to counter tower.
No, he's not gonna see it.
It's a decent spot for hitting the wood line.
I mean, it can be annoying, but he has another wood on the left. He's not taking the goal. I mean, it's annoying, but you already have lost the initial drash. You have one villager there going. You are not going to be able to use this anymore for a potential defensive tower or for the market. I'm not sure if it's that worthy. Even more with how weak they are. I wouldn't be surprised that MBL even make a counter tower after to take it if he just feels super annoyed with him. I don't know if you know what I mean. Like, I mean, if the tower is there, I do it.
Yeah, like with only one tower, it's hard to do a lot of damage. It's not like he's going to completely deny MBL from taking wood. He can just move those villas to the side and eventually make another lumber camp.
Yeah. When he has the resources, for sure. Here, on top, MBL is denying a lot more. Because he's here with the archers, with the skirmisher. Look at Dark Army. He's focused on that, and he has no army. Allows losing MBL the scout, which is not good. Well, the camel in this case, and now fletching. Fletching already faster than his opponent. Because Dark right now doesn't have the food. Well, he has 2 villages on queue, but he's gonna have the food soon. But he's denying the berries.
Phil was basically idle who did the tower. He wasn't collecting any resources during that entire trip across the map. And still going to be basically one Vil down in economy for Dark, as that Vil's just going to go hide in the corner.
For the whole game, basically.
Yeah, yeah, basically.
Yeah, for the whole
Unless
game.
he tries to bring him back, or maybe go for a sneak building down there. But better to sneak now that MBL knows the Vil's going to be around.
Yeah, he has better exploration.
And MBL just moving to that other lumber camp on the side.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, he has an outpost now to scout for the Vil.
He's doing the outpost. Now he's coming with the two militias, 2 skirmishes. He got some army. Look at the KD. With the skirmishes, he can deal with the archers. Yeah, you want to go to the archers, and then with the militias, he will deal with the skirmisher. He's trying to do the job. Not gonna kill a lot with this, but it's going to be annoying. I don't know if it's Now the tower is being more annoying because of the fletching, you see? That's the thing. Don't watch. The only thing is that he's doing outpost because he doesn't know that, oh, Dark maybe did some building here or being annoying. But no, Dark did nothing. He's going back with the villager already. And he's gonna try here MBL to make some more damage. But he's exploring basically to see what his opponent is doing, but he's completely open.
Yeah, so far, Dark really hasn't had to worry about that army in his base. It's just a couple of skirmishers and low HP militia. But once MBL gets forward with the archers, then he's going to be able to do some damage. It just depends on whether he tries to go forward or stay at home to defend against Dark's counterattack.
Yeah, well, the militias are almost gone already. He will have to move those lumberjacks, and I don't know if MBL is gonna do something else. Maybe another archer range, stable, or gonna keep with one archer range only. He's gonna now take a good battle, MBL here. No! Well, not really. Well, at the end, it worked out better than expected. Skirmishers, okay.
But fairly even trade there. What this does at least do for Dark is delay the archers' follow-up to group up with those skirms. I don't know if MBL spotted those archers coming forward or just realized that they were no longer attacking his skirms and he came back to defend after that. But now Dark's going to have to get back as well because MBL can apply some more pressure if those archers get forward. Dark's trying to go back out to those berries. He's been harassed there all game. And he's going to need to rely on his army now to keep that safe.
Yeah, he's not doing too much, but he's being annoying. Now he has to be careful. Is time now to maybe go stable or not? Because his resources, probably not. His resources are looking really good. So, you know that you are against the Vikings. They get wheelbarrow for free. And that, well, we all know that the Vikings economy is pretty solid. Very, very strong. He's mining a stone already. Okay.
Yeah, and we haven't really seen that stable transition in this series yet. It's usually just if you see there's a lot of skirms coming out, you can add in that stable. Both these players kind of doing that skirm archer mixture, not really going too heavy onto the skirms.
Well, MBL didn't make
MBL, usually he likes his skirmishers.
Yeah, I was going to say that MBL didn't make even a stable with Frank, so maybe we're not going to see a single stable unit in the game today on the first series. Remember that after this series, we're going to keep going right away. Miguel versus Barles, if I'm not mistaken. Is that right? Because, man,
Yep, Miguel
so many
Barles.
games, man.
And both players racing to get their markets up. We'll see who can sell the stone first. As MBL, actually, he's not going to sell the stone. He's up to the castle age already.
That's amazing. So, and he's doing the tower. He's annoyed with that tower and he wants to take that tower out of his base. Well, it's gonna cost him the stone, and also 5L is probably inside, which, well, is resources that you are not going to collect. Both fights are on the way to Castle Age. They are going quick again into Castle Age. It's crazy how they manage the macro. In Feudal Age at the end is like when you are starting in boxing, right? Like a warm-up, right? And then the punch is coming now in Castle Age. Yeah, the first punch, the big one, 50 population, 48. And the tower is there, but it's not even adding values to the tower, so okay.
Yeah. So what do you think about the market play when you just sell the wood and don't really sell the stone? Because Dark, obviously he made the tower, but he's just selling wood. Do you think that that's really a good play just to get a few extra seconds rather than having the extra farms?
Well, just look at his resources now. I mean, he has good farmers, no horse collar, but he's good at the limit, pretty much nothing. So what you can do now, you cannot make extra DCs, you don't have a stone, you cannot make even University or Ballistic because you don't have resources. I'm not convinced about that, you know. I'm not convinced, you know. I'm not an expert, but, well...
Yeah,
it's what it is.
It's the timing, right? It's going to be in the mid-20s, so not as fast as those Malian games we saw earlier when it was 18 minutes. But I guess if you're this open, it can pay off just to have the extra timing on the crossbows. MBL, though, he's not that open, though. He's walled, and he has outposts, and finally he's adding in a stable.
He's doing the stable now. Obviously, the riders are crazy units. He does have a lot of resources. He's quite at the limit, I will say. He's gonna see everything thanks to the outposts. Those outposts are really, really helpful, but you have to be careful still. The archers are there. Okay, and now he's taking the tower down, killing also all those units in front. And still not doing great. He bought it even wood. To do what? Elite skirmishers and Vodkin arrow. Alright.
Well, finally we see MBL playing like MBL does with the skirmishers. But I think taking out that tower in the back was a great decision because as those crossbows came in, MBL, I think he lost only one villager there while running away. He now has a safe wood line. If he didn't take out that tower, then, well, what would he have done? He has that forward wood line, but that's kind of small, and even archers could get there and harass it too.
Yeah. I mean, obviously, it's needed to take it down. Still no second TC for any of the players. Now he's doing the second town center on the goal on the left. Bozo, Viking has hand card already, but no horse collar. I'm checking the TC from, you can see the town center, you know? All the farmers away and all the close to the TC didn't recede, man. Come on, come on. Is this my mods playing or Dark? Come on, man. Make the farmers here.
Well, I think that's actually just a plan because you see he wants to get that workshop out and he's just going crossbow, so he's not going to really need as much food. But he's going on to stone pretty heavily here. He's going to need to switch away from the crossbows if he wants to fight the skirms and riders.
Yeah, but he's not doing riders, so still okay. He's taking those. I mean, again, it seems that he's taking better trades. He's doing the second TC a little bit later, but well, only 8 farmers. Obviously, Vikings' economy should be better, right? Like having hand card for free when you have the same average, both on horse collar. So, I mean, is skirmishes enough? Because skirmishes also, even if it's not super expensive unit, it costs food. So it costs. Oh, camels. A camel?
Camel? That feels weird.
But why camels? Oh,
that
because
I don't know.
He's expecting Dark to go stable since he see all skirmishers. Okay, he canceled. No, he's still doing 2 camels and now riders. This is what I'm telling you. We have seen also the gameplay when you are full skirms, the other players can go double stable, no matter also if you are the Vikings, because the Knights will take those. So he's preventing this, and he's right. He's done right, because look at the stable here by Dark. He's reading the game properly. Look at this. Okay.
Where is that stable from Dark? Yeah, in the back of his base, hidden there. Has MBL scouted that, or is he just making the transition based on thinking that...
No.
Yeah, it doesn't look like he scouted that. He's just anticipating the cap switch.
With the mind games, man. With the mind games here. That's solid. And now that Mangonel to the damn hell. Well, now he's gonna have the army to dominate. And he has only 7 farmers. Those crops are there, but these crops with the damn riders and the skirms are going to disappear. It's gonna have 3 TCs green, yes. But I like the army a lot. The army MBL has. And I wouldn't be surprised that after he's cleaning this archer, because he will clean, he's gonna try to go really, really aggressive. Because he feels comfortable, really comfortable with his micro, with the mangonels.
Yeah, and this is one of those tricky situations against the Gajars where you add in your own crossbows and mangonels, and then you struggle to defend them against the Schrammschreiters, who just, with all their mobility, run around and snipe off the mangonels and kind of just shrug off that crossbow fire.
Okay, Gujarat were picked 49 times in KOTD 5 and banned 50, so very popular still. Very popular civilization, because it's a dangerous one, you know, it's kinda... It can be very snowball still, right? These units combined it's hard to take it down, as you can see. It's very hard to take it down. They're crazy. Those units are, and so fast, West, really.
Yeah, and even with the Vikings, we still have a similar vill count for MBL. So it's 58 to 61, and MBL at least has wheelbarrow. There's this hill right in front of the berries that Dark still hasn't finished his berries with how much pressure he's had applied there. And MBL will take the hill and try to start eating these archery ranges with the mangonels.
Not only that, castle incoming. Dark is gonna have a castle to defend, but even if he's defending, I don't care at all, because I casted forward for MBL and he's coming. He's coming, man. He's coming with so many villages. He's gonna put the castle on his face, or he's gonna make a guy in a tournament castle. I think he could go directly in this spot that I'm showing, and he's going. So Menstradamus is starting to work as well, and that might take...
He wants it right on that hill.
Yeah, 2 town centers, but He's doing a castle too. The riders will try to take this one. He should go with the mangoes. I don't know. He should deny that castle. He should try to deny it because... Oh, he cannot see the castle actually. Oh, wow. He lost the mango, but he lost it too. He need to go now and deny it a little bit. Oh,
for repairing the mangonel, he's not going to go for the
seriously?
castle, and Dark gets it up in time. He sent his entire village to go and build that castle.
Yes.
And MBL has to fall back.
Okay, and now he's doing a TC. Not doing the same damage, but still, you know? What the hell?
Well, it is claiming
Wow.
those resources. Those are indeed Dark's stone and gold. We said his map was bad pretty early on with how open it is, but just having your third gold and your second stone forward like this, in the long run, MBL's, if he can steal that and deny resources from Dark, he's going to be in a great position.
Well,
in
he's
terms
gonna
of
make
his
the
late game
castle.
economy.
Now he's gonna make the castle where the skirmishes are. Just make it here, and now you take the TC, still take the main goal, and still take everything. Just make the castle here, in this spot. Why you go there? Well, why you go there, man? Almost taking the castle down with the other castle. I mean, it's fine, of course, but just more on the left.
I think he's trying just to get the hill a bit in that
Okay.
castle in case this comes down to a Treb war.
And check his resources. It's still not a lot of farms, you know, but he's about to go up. And now problems. This is ballistic. This is couple of knights and a lot of archers. You need to move the list or you might lose a lot. But, ladies and gentlemen, MBL, with the damn good Jarvis, it is using the market and is on the way to Imperial. And that gives him a really, really big advantage because he's gonna trap down that castle and then from there he might take the economy. It's true that now Dark is counter-raiding at home, but the timing and the momentum, Mr. West.
Yeah, it's all about that timing. And, well, just as your opponent clicks up to Imp is usually when you want to start raiding them. But now that tower MBL made earlier for taking out
great.
Dark's tower, it's great because it protects his gold from the crossbows.
Yeah, it's good, man. It's really good. Honestly, really good. Obviously, Dark, that has better score, but in my opinion, is not really ahead in the game. I don't know what you think. Because 1 minute here can be quite a lot. And if you take this castle down, you might be able to keep pushing and even make more castles, you know? Yeah, it's so important, 1 minute. Wow.
In 1 minute, but at the same time, MBL's castle has been attacking the TC. It hasn't been attacking Dark's castle back, so now it's lost about 1,000 HP. So you get to that Treb war, and all of a sudden, you start with 3,000 HP instead of 4,800. That makes a big difference.
That's true. Remove this, okay. Well, you can repair. He has a TC here. He has a town center here, so let's see. Let's see what he's going to be.
Also, Dark has been sneaking out to that left corner of the map. He saw those extra resources there,
Yeah.
and he's going to build some outposts and get Vils over to take that gold and that stone.
Yeah, well, another thing also. Again with the timing. University, chemistry, bombard cannons. That helps a lot if there's gonna be a trebuchet war. Like really, really, really a lot too. And he's still going with the skirmishes here. In theory, a little bit better economy for Dark. But this minute ahead, and with the map control is huge. So MBL is getting there. He's really, really... Oh my god!
Second castle.
Castle in the same spot, okay. He knows how
That's
important
when you
this
know
is.
you want to win the Treb war.
Yeah.
Look at the resources though for Dark. Does he do a second castle now?
Well, we'll see. We'll see. This is now going to be the trebuchet here. He's gonna take the castle. It will chemistry. His skirmishes and still with
those
the
cannon
raiders.
options Vikings don't have.
Yeah, I mean, Vikings is infantry civilization now. Because even you can go arbalest, but they don't have thumbprint. It's feel more like an infantry Sith. And here, if you go castle, trebuchet, bomber cannons, you protect this one. And then you also can go the unique units. Then you have everything to take the game.
Yeah. And at this point, even if Dark does start adding in those Trebs, MBL has the option to try to snipe them off with a few Shrivampshriders if he gets good numbers up. We see a champion transition here from Dark as he's adding in the Men-at-Arms upgrade. That just takes so long, and he needs to be fighting right now as the Trebs are coming out.
Yeah, well, but Dark also has 17 farmers only, you know. Those castles are in front. He's gonna have more trebuchet. He has already chemistry, so It shouldn't be a big deal here. He's now trying to move, but he's sending camels. MBL is doing some really nice map control now and exploring everything with the camels, with the riders. He's doing a tower here, so with that tower he's gonna try to kill the village as well. No ballistic, but now he's gonna make ballistic. Repairing both castles. It's all about this castle because then you kill the castle, you can kill the trebuchet, and then you take all the farming. The score is still very close, but I think the score is a little bit misleading. Yeah.
I think MBL's in a good position now, and once that castle goes down, here comes the Schrammschreider trying to go for that trib. I still see Man-at-Arms. I don't see just the Longswords upgrade now. That transition's coming in way too slow. And MBL's going to keep pushing here. Once again, all those farms.
The score is now... It's starting to explode, the score, and all the farms are going to be bye-bye. He can send the riders, doing more archery range. He's gonna drop another castle, but now at home, I like it. He's being 100% safe. I mean, he feel like, well, he can come from the left, that I'm a little bit unprotected, and I still have the front. Why to make another castle there? He has the army, so... Yeah, 1,000 score difference, 140 population. He still have 37 farmers, 20 on goal, but... less and less army now, and now hand cannoneers. We forget also about the hand cannoneers. Like, now he has answers for everything.
Yeah,
Gajaras.
It is answers for everything for the Gajaras, and also where is the gold income going to be now for Dark? That's his main gold and both of his second golds that MBL basically controls. All he has are these sneak goes he's added to the sides of the map.
Yeah, those castles has the +3, has the ballistic. He's doing an amazing job here, MBL. And MBL, he's gonna be the winner. He's gonna almost sure. Well, he's doing now the beautiful new upgrade. But it is an oath. Don't think it is an oath, even if they are going to be I don't know, +5 or whatever they are going to be now.
And it's against hand cannoneers too.
Yeah. And another stone for another castle. Now he can probably go forward. No, he's taking just all the resources on the left. Look. You see?
Oh, MBL's gonna castle the extra resources there and just kick Dark off of them. Dark's just gonna have that one extra gold to the north now.
He's going to be the game. He's going to be the game.
I know Dark doesn't want to resign and lose the series here, but he still has 104 vills, but look at that military, 47 to 25. And just, he doesn't have siege right now. And that's the hard thing when you're the Vikings. You're very limited in your options for adding in siege. And we see MBL doing a great job to take advantage of that with this early Treb war.
Yeah, well, he's taking all. I mean, he's trying because if not, he knows that it is over the series for him. But I don't see how he can come back from this, honestly. Like, yeah, I don't know. He's trying to raid on the left a little. There's still some more raiders. Still, MBL never got the craziest economy. That's why he's trying just to keep this army alive all the time. He's going with the similar approach that the previous game, sorry. It's similar, not crazy economy.
Yeah, both these games, like a forward castle push, trying to control the middle of the map. And Dark sneaking around the edges hasn't really been enough to overcome the castles being right on his main base.
Yeah, this is over, guys. This is impossible. I think Dark is doing a great fight. He's trying here, but it's too complicated now. And MBL lost the Malians game, but other than that, very solid gameplay by MBL.
Yeah, absolutely. And, well, the Gajaras, there's just such a tricky civ to play against. I feel like individually, none of their options are that great, but they're very hard counters. And if you're not able to swap your own composition around and constantly change to what the Gajaras are doing, you kind of fall into this trap where you just can't fight their army in the mid game, and that gave MBL the opportunity for those forward castles.
Okay, let's see the skirmishes and the hand cannoneers. Scalebard in armor. Scalebard in armor now here for MBL, now doing the bloodlines, but it's not even needed. And at the end, he didn't make too many riders, and now it's just impossible. He's extending the game now, Dark, but yeah, we are waiting for this. He's trying to probably try to make a big attack here with those units. The armor they have are, as you can see, +5, but as we were talking, the hand cannoneers and the hill advantage is taking everything. It's not a note that time.
Yeah, and they're not even champions. They're only two-handed.
Definitely not a note. Okay. Well, domination here. Domination here. The skirmishes are not gonna deal with those, but GG and MBL win the first series in the tournament for him, and with a very, very solid gameplay. Very solid gameplay.
Absolutely.
Very solid gameplay.
Very clean from MBL. And as you said, other than that Malians game, where maybe Malians just... After watching a few games with them, they seem pretty insane with their uptiming. I don't know what to do about them, but that's going to be a tricky situation to figure out how to deal with Malians. Because I felt like Malay even did or MBL with the Malay even did a good job matching their uptimings, but couldn't get the composition he needed in the late game. And that's a pretty good win for MBL to start things off.
Yeah, very, very nice win. I'm gonna check if we have the interview ready, and we're going to go for the interview, and I will be back to you in a moment. Okay, okay,
all right.
Mr. West. So let's see.
I'll see you soon.
Okay, let's see if he's gonna. Okay, he's not in the interview yet. Okay, let's see if he's gonna come, because he's not here yet. With the winner of the series, there you go. Here we are with MBL. MBL, congratulations, man.
Thank you.
Okay, 3-1 against Dark. Started very, very solid with Malians. Well, the first question. Is Malians that strong that also both players pick it, like the first choice?
Well, after you consider Chinese band, Mayans, Aztecs, and everything, yes, they are probably the choice to go for. I'm not sure if they're S tier, but they're really strong A tier civs. So when all of the rest S tier civs are banned, I think Malians are pretty good.
I was talking with T West that this looks like it's the second Saracens, like the economy they have now and the market. You see, it looks so smooth. You were up. Well, you were very aggressive, but also super fast up with the Malians.
Yeah, the cheap buildings really help. Like getting a market early is really nice, and yeah, it's nice.
Okay. Well, then you went with Malay. I don't know if you know that Malay have lost all the games in the tournament so far till now.
They won everything.
They lost all the games. Malay.
Malians.
Malay.
Yeah. Well, that's mainly because I was against Malians, I think, and I'm not sure. Like, I'm not gonna make excuses, but my webcam was interfering with my gameplay so much. I had double sound. My hotkeys weren't working sometimes, so the late game, like when I tried to click somewhere, it didn't go. And I have had this issue last King of the Desert as well. Like the camera works perfectly for everyone, but when I have the program open, it glitches my whole PC, and I had to reboot my PC. And yeah,
we will try. We'll try to fix this for the next round. Then game number 3 and game number 4. You didn't make a single stable with Franks. I mean, a single stable.
It's Japanese, man. They got strong helps, and yeah, I don't want to. And my eco was really garbage that game. I was actually really like, after losing the second game, like Dark played really strong in the set, so I was kind of getting a bit nervous, and maybe he's getting the overhand, and I was a bit tilted because of the bug I had. So I wasn't at my best place. My eco was shaky, and the whole game felt really shaky actually.
Okay, and then the last game with Gurjaras. Well, even if it was shaky, you did the right decision, and actually going basically full siege and castles. He couldn't do anything in the game 3.
Yeah, I think the early game decided there that when he sent militia forward, he probably thought I was going direct archers again, because I've done it every game. But then I went for militia and caught him a bit off guard. So I got the momentum against Vikings, and that's where I want to be, because Vikings is so strong if they keep the aggression. But I could keep my army at his place. But then he made a tower back in my woodline, which I'd never expected. But it sorted out in the end.
In game 4, do you feel that the Gurjaras is better than the Vikings in that matchup?
It's so hard to say. I think like whoever has a little bit of an advantage or takes a better fight in the early game can win that fight. Can win that game. And yeah, he did really well. Like he put outposts everywhere, every game, and yeah, it looks like Dark has been practicing also beat Tugal 3-0. So I felt like he was playing strong. So
overall, despite the problems with in the second game with the camera and so on, how do you feel with your performance in general today?
it's fine. I mean, I've been at work. You know, I told you to make the excuse. I've been at work all day, and
but tomorrow you
early.
finish. Tomorrow you finish the work. So now full focus in AOE, right?
I'm working 50% out May, and then in June I'm working like 20%, and in July I have like 0%. Okay. So it's going down slowly but surely. Yeah.
Slowly. Okay, what is your goal for the tournament? Seems it's the first time that we're talking about this.
Goal for the tournament. Well, first I want to go into the top 16, and then quarterfinals would be nice. Like beyond quarterfinals would be good for me. Like semifinals is a bit much at the moment, I think. I've only been grinding hard for 4 weeks now after I decided to go hard on AoE, but yeah, I think maybe semifinals if I keep grinding a lot.
Okay, remember guys that if you don't know, Viper and Leo has been the ones that get the title, but only 2 players also have reached the finals, and you are one of them in this tournament.
That's a long time ago.
Well, it is, but it means that you can recover that performance, and the tournament is going to be longer now with the group stage in the first in the round of 32, let's say. So it.
I really like the group stage here for sure. It's nice, gives better chances and stuff. So happy with that.
Okay, MBL, congratulations. We'll see you in the second round, and good luck in the rest of the tournament.
Thank you. Bye bye.
Take care. Bye bye.
Take care.
Okay, guys, this is MBL, and hopefully you have enjoyed with his series.